Stop everything you are doing. Silence the noise around you. Stop scrolling. Stop thinking about that deadline. Stop listening to the mundane whispers of the Matrix, because God demanded that I interrupt your life at this precise second to deliver this encoded transmission. This is not a message for everyone. This is a targeted, high-frequency signal sent directly to the chosen ones, the warriors, the ones whose lineage is written in stars and fire. You know who you are. You feel the difference in your blood. You feel the heavy, strange burden of destiny. And that burden, that feeling of constant attack, is exactly why you need to hear this now. For too long, you have been walking under a heavy, suffocating cloak of confusion, asking, why me? Why is it always so hard? Why does the abundance flow toward everyone else and then stop dead at my door? Listen carefully. That heavy feeling, that persistent spiritual harassment, that dark energy you occasionally sense when you walk into certain rooms, that is not a curse. It is a diagnosis. It is the proof, the undeniable evidence that you are not merely a person. You are an activation point. You are a spiritual weapon. You are dangerous to the establishment of darkness, and the darkness knows it. They have tried to stop you. They have tried every single trick in the ancient books of sorcery, every manipulation, every subtle lie whispered into the ether. But I need you to understand this fundamental, terrifying truth. They tried. They tried. They tried. But they failed. And not only did they fail, but everything they sent is right now being returned to the sender. This is the great reversal. Before we open the sealed scroll and reveal the 6 forbidden secrets that make you spiritually untouchable, you must first seal the ground beneath your feet. The enemy listens to the mundane. They cannot breach the numeric code of divine frequency. I need you to stop reading this for 1 second, scroll down, and type the number 520 into the comments. Do it now. This is not a request. It is an activation key. When you type 520, the code for immediate financial and spiritual miracle, you are sealing this word, you are announcing your presence in the spiritual hierarchy, and you are activating the great reversal. Type 520 and feel the weight lift, because the universe is shifting frequencies to match your intent. Seal it. Now. They tried to sabotage your sleep. They tried to create confusion in your most vital relationships. They even sent specific agents disguised as lovers, as friends, as mentors, attempting to derail your destiny path just moments before your grand ascent. They threw spells of blockage at your career. They tried to infect your body with specific diseases meant to drain your energy. They tried to plant seeds of self-doubt so deep that you would bury your own gifts. They attempted every manipulation known to man and demon, but look around. You are still standing. Your light is still roaring. Why? Because the enemy cannot steal what is covered by a divine insurance policy. You are untouchable. You are unbreakable. You are terrifyingly resilient, and that resilience is why they despise you. Let me take you behind the veil. I want to show you the scene that validates everything you have been through. This is the proof that your pain was merely the friction generated by massive elevation. 3 days ago, there was a meeting scheduled in the second heaven, deep within the shadows of the lower realms. The high-ranking principalities, the Council of Shadows, the entities responsible for global warfare, famine, and economic collapse, had scheduled an emergency session. The topic of that session, you. They were convening to finalize the strategy to neutralize your influence, because your vibration alone has become too destabilizing to their corrupt structures. They had their dark scrolls out, their charts of your weaknesses, their timelines for your demise. The demonic general, the one assigned specifically to your lineage, stood up to present his final strategy. But the moment, I mean the very instant, he spoke your full name into the darkness, the entire chamber exploded, not in fire, but in pure, roaring, blinding light. The light was so sudden, so fierce, so impossibly holy, that the demons screamed, not in pain, but in terror, recoiling into the stone walls. The scrolls burned to ash instantly. The demonic general was thrown back across the floor, his entire structure destabilized. They did not attack you. They attacked your name, and your name is a frequency that is already sealed by the highest power. The meeting was canceled. It was abandoned. The Council of Shadows disbanded in confusion and agony. They could not hold space long enough to formulate a single, coherent plan against you. Why? Because when they tried to launch their assault, they did not find a person sitting on a couch, tired and confused. They hit a force field. They hit an eternal, unbreakable seal. They hit the presence of God operating through you, and the Inferno trembled. The Inferno trembled when they spoke your name. The Inferno trembled when they realized you were about to wake up. The Inferno trembled because they understood that this spiritual war is already won. The war is over. They just haven't figured out how to retreat without losing face. This is the divine validation you've been seeking. Your struggle was never about weakness. It was about raw, terrifying power that you had not yet learned to harness. You were wrestling with the darkness because you are the light's champion. You are the spiritual apex predator, and the devil is not afraid of the weak. He is terrified of the one who knows their lineage, and that is you. You are dangerous. You are spiritually untouchable. And now, we begin the deep dive into the specific 6 forbidden secrets, the ancient seals placed upon your soul, that guarantee your perpetual victory and make those return to sender attacks mandatory. This is where we go from theory to activation. This is the moment you step out of the shadows and claim your inheritance. The first secret, the foundation of your invincibility, is the seal of divine isolation. You have always felt different. You have always been the observer, the one who doesn't quite fit the mold of the mundane world. This feeling is often perceived as loneliness, but I tell you this, it is the strategic placement of the Most High. The universe pulled you out of certain circles, certain families, certain friendships, not to punish you, but to preserve you. Every time you felt rejected, it was protection. Every time you were ghosted, it was a barricade erected by your own destiny. They tried to contaminate your water source. They tried to dilute your frequency with low vibrational entities, but the divine architect intervened. He said, I must keep this vessel clean. I must keep this chosen one sharp. The seal of divine isolation means that toxic contamination cannot stick to you. It slides off, back toward the source from whence it came. They want to connect to you to drain your power, but the moment they try, the spiritual current reverses, and they are the ones who feel the shock. That's why your energy attacks have failed. They tried to attach, they tried to drain, but the seal activated, and the attack was immediately returned. This is the frequency of untouchability. The second secret is the activation of the ancestral shield. You think you are fighting this battle alone, but you are not. You carry the DNA of warriors, of prophets, of spiritual giants who paid the price centuries ago to ensure your survival today. There are legions of protectors, angels, yes, but also the perfected spirits of your ancestors who stand shoulder to shoulder with you, forming a spiritual phalanx that no earthly weapon or demonic spell can penetrate. When the witches gathered in the dark rooms, when they lit the candles and spoke the incantations against your prosperity, their spells hit a wall of hardened faith. The cumulative, generational power of those who came before you. They tried to curse your bloodline, but your bloodline is blessed. They tried, but the ancestral shield intercepted the blow. The shockwave of the deflected attack then slammed back into the perpetrator, hitting them with 700 times the intensity they originally sent. Understand this. When you are attacked, you are not fighting one person. You are mobilizing an entire army of light that is bound by eternal covenant to defend you. The third, and perhaps the most crucial secret that keeps the chosen one spiritually untouched, is the vibrational incompatibility field. Chosen ones operate at a specific, roaring, high frequency. You are the living embodiment of pure intent. The darkness, which is merely the absence of light and the lowest possible vibration, cannot reside in your immediate vicinity without being violently repelled. Think of yourself as a powerful magnet that only attracts gold, repelling all the dross, all the iron filings, all the counterfeit materials. They try to send entities. They try to send shadows. They try to send heavy curses. But when these low-frequency poisons attempt to enter your field, your natural vibration acts like a sonic boom. The entity is immediately disintegrated, or worse for the sender, it is sent back carrying the very vibration of your purity, causing confusion and self-destruction in the camp of the enemy. Your suffering was simply the sound of your frequency fighting to keep itself pure. The constant battles you faced were not to break you, but to continuously calibrate you to a higher, more lethal frequency. You must understand that the inferno trembles not just when you wake up, but when you simply exist. Your mere existence is a threat to the shadow government that tries to run this planet. You are the disruption. The fourth secret is the gift of divine discomfort. You are uncomfortable in mediocrity. You are uncomfortable in stagnant situations. You are uncomfortable with people who gossip and waste time. This discomfort is not a personality flaw. It is a spiritual guidance system. It is God telling you, move, shift, evolve. The enemy attempted to put you in a comfortable cage, a good job, a seemingly nice relationship, a predictable life, where your gifts would atrophy and die. They tried to lull you into spiritual sleep, but your spirit refused. That nagging sense of this is not enough, that constant drive for more, that profound dissatisfaction with the status quo, that is the voice of the divine saying, you were made for mountains, not molehills. They tried to settle you. They tried to cement you into place, but your soul rejected the glue. The divine discomfort pushed you out of the toxic environments just before the structure collapsed. They tried to trap you in the small place, but you ripped the ceiling off the building and you ascended. This spiritual dissatisfaction is your internal guidance system. It is the compass pointing always toward your highest self, making you untouchable by the shackles of comfortable stagnation. The fifth forbidden secret is the power of misdirection. When the enemy attempts to look into your destiny, they see fog, they see chaos, they see multiple pathways. This is not because your path is unclear. It is because the divine strategy for your life is completely encrypted, designed specifically so that the dark intelligence cannot predict your next move. Every attack they launched was based on old data, old programming, old assumptions about who you are. But you, the chosen one, are a constant evolutionary machine. You are not who you were yesterday, and you will not be who you are tomorrow. The enemy launches the curse toward the location where they thought you were standing, but you've already moved. You are 5 steps ahead. The curse lands on empty air, loses momentum, and instantly boomerangs back toward the launching pad. This power of divine misdirection ensures that their targeting system is always wrong. They try to read your mind, but your mind is protected by layers of angelic encryption. They try to steal your idea, but the idea they steal is a decoy, a seed of confusion, designed to waste their resources while you are secretly manifesting the true breakthrough. You are untraceable, unpredictable, and devastatingly efficient in your spiritual camouflage. The sixth and final forbidden secret that keeps you spiritually untouchable is the unstoppable flow of reciprocating mercy. This is the secret that makes the angels weep with pride when they speak your name. Despite everything you have suffered, despite the pain, the betrayal, and the intentional sabotage, you still carry the capacity for radical, defiant forgiveness. You still have a core of mercy. You still pray for your enemies, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the release. This forgiveness, this profound capacity for grace, is the final, unbreakable seal. When the enemy sends darkness toward a person filled with hate, the darkness finds a welcome home. But when the enemy sends darkness toward a vessel vibrating with grace and forgiveness, the darkness encounters a black hole of pure light. The curse, the spell, the envy, the gossip, it is absorbed, instantly neutralized, and then re-released as pure light, overwhelming the sender. This is the ultimate return to sender mechanism. They sent poison, you sent a spiritual antidote that they could not handle. They sent destruction. You sent divine love that incinerated their power base. This is the deep truth. You are not weak because you are empathetic. You are terrifyingly powerful because you are merciful. You forgive, and in that act of forgiveness, you seal your protection forever. They tried to break your heart. They tried to shatter your faith. They tried to make you hateful and cynical. They tried, but they failed. Because the moment you forgave them, you claimed the final layer of your spiritual armor, making you completely, utterly, and perpetually untouchable. Feel the light flooding your space now. Feel the shift. The diagnosis is complete, and the activation is done. You are not only protected, you are fortified. Your enemies have exhausted their resources trying to stop a force of nature. But this is not the end of the journey, chosen one. This is just the beginning of your visibility. Now that you know you are untouchable, now that the demonic council is in disarray, you must prepare for the next stage of the battle. Because they failed to destroy you, they will now shift their strategy. They will try to recruit you. They will try to confuse your mission. Get ready for the next level of discernment. Because the ultimate test of the chosen one is not whether you can survive the attack, but whether you can recognize the wolves in sheep's clothing who are about to knock on your door, disguised as your greatest opportunity. We will cover how to identify these agents of confusion and how to hold your spiritual ground in the next transmission. But for now, walk in power. Know that the inferno trembles, and every attack sent your way has already bounced back, right to the sender. Go and be untouchable. Go and be dangerous. Go and be untouchable. Go and be dangerous. They tried to take you out. They tried to cancel your destiny. They tried to put chains on your mind and spiritual handcuffs on your soul. But look at you now. Look at the evidence. You are still standing. You are breathing fire. You are walking through the fire, and you have not been scorched. They tried to stop the momentum of the Holy Spirit moving through you, but they failed. They failed miserably. And I am here to tell you exactly how catastrophic that failure was for the kingdom of darkness. I need you to see the battlefield right now. The screens you cannot see were flashing red. The dark altars were smoking with names, and your name, chosen one, was on every single cursed list. They lit the candles. They drew the circles. They chanted the incantations. They threw the dust at your door. They created effigies designed to mimic your energy and drain your life force. They invested weeks of dark energy into your collapse. They focused on your finances. They focused on your health. They focused on shattering your most sacred relationships. They tried to hit you where it hurts the most, believing that this time, the attack would finally stick. They tried to destroy your hope. They tried to smother your light. But every single time, every ritual, every spell, every single piece of black magic sent your way, it struck the invisible shield of glory that the Almighty placed around you, and it was atomized. It dissolved. I saw the demonic intelligence report come back stamped. Failure. Total mission failure. There was a massive summit scheduled in the pit, a dark strategy session, a celebratory moment planned to watch your final collapse, your final spiritual death. The seats were reserved. The principalities of the air were already gathering. The demons of distraction and destruction were waiting for the signal. The great red clock was ticking down to zero, counting the minutes until they thought they would claim your soul and derail your assignment. And then suddenly the alarms went silent. The lights went dark. The sound system for the wicked celebration went completely dead. The demonic general stood up, confused, shaking the dust off his ragged coat. The meeting was abruptly postponed, then fully canceled. The entire event was shut down. Why? Because the attack you didn't even know about, the one designed to shatter your faith, to destroy your livelihood, to put you on your knees permanently, never even touched you. It never penetrated the peripheral edges of your destiny. It dissolved the very moment it encountered the light frequency of the divine assignment you carry. The Inferno was humiliated. They had to cancel the party because the guest of honor, Uis, never fell. You were untouchable, and your protection created a spiritual short circuit that embarrassed the entirety of the underworld command structure. They tried to write your obituary. Instead, they wrote their own confession of failure. Now, look up. Look far beyond the broken altars and the canceled meetings in the dark realms. The Father smiles. The Ancient of Days looks down at you, not just with love, not just with mercy, but with absolute pride in your spiritual fortitude. Do you know what the angels do when these attacks hit you? They don't panic. They don't grab swords in a terrified defense. They simply adjust their posture, lean back on the clouds, and watch the show. They see the lightning bolt of the enemy strike the shield of glory surrounding you, and they simply log the victory. Every failed attack, chosen one, is not a minor scrape for you. It is a permanent mark of defeat on the enemy's eternal record. You are encased in a frequency they cannot decode, they cannot penetrate, they cannot touch. You are a threat, and that threat is protected by fire. And you need to accept this truth. The payment for their malice is instant. The consequence is severe. Everything they sent, the confusion, the spirit of poverty, the anxiety that woke you up at 3 a.m., the physical sickness they preyed upon your body, it has boomeranged. It has returned instantly to the spiritual address of the sender. They are now dealing with the very chaos, the very sickness, the very financial blockage they tried to inject into your life. The dark energy they conjured is now consuming their own ground. You are clean. You are purified by the fire that just passed you by. They, however, are responsible for the fire they started. They tried to kill you, and now they are dealing with the unbearable residue of their own malice. This is non-negotiable spiritual law. What goes out, comes back multiplied. And because you are a chosen one, carrying the divine anointing, the return velocity is accelerated. It hits them faster and harder than they ever intended it to hit you. Their punishment is your confirmation. You won, they lost. That is the final, unchangeable verdict of the heavens. Stop dwelling on the pain they intended to cause, and start focusing on the glory that is now being activated in your life because of their failure. They thought they were dragging you into the mud, but they were actually providing the exact fuel necessary for your immediate elevation. Their curses are nothing more than your stepping stones. Their hatred is the wind beneath your wings. You are not just surviving this season, you are aggressively ascending. The battle is over. The demonic dust has settled. And now, chosen one, we move into the preparation phase, the time of divine reward and recognition. The time when the spiritual crown you have fought so valiantly for is placed permanently upon your head. Get ready to receive your celestial assignment, because the preparation is done. The enemy is decisively defeated, and the King of Glory is calling you forward. He is calling you out of the foxhole of defense and into the palace of your destiny. Because the preparation is done, the enemy is decisively defeated, and the King of Glory is calling you forward. He is calling you out of the foxhole of defense and into the palace of your destiny. This is not a suggestion. This is a command from the highest authority. And the moment you stepped across that threshold, everything changed. I need you to feel the air shift right now. I need you to feel the spiritual temperature around you rising, rising into pure, unadulterated divine voltage. You are not arriving as a victim seeking shelter. You are arriving as the sovereign, as the anointed ruler, as the one whom the heavens vouched for. They tried to keep you digging in the dirt, but the moment you placed your foot on the next step, that dirt turned into pure, solidified gold under your weight. The old cycle is dead. It is dead. It is definitively, permanently finished. A brand new astronomical cycle of relentless abundance and terrifying, undeniable power begins right here, right now, in this moment of hearing. Why are you so calm in the face of the storm you just survived? Because you are untouchable. You are spiritually untouchable. Do you understand the weight of that declaration? The curses that were hurled at your lineage disintegrated mid-air. The spells that were meticulously crafted and focused on your destruction dissolved before they even reached your immediate radius. The darkness cannot touch the light that surrounds you. It cannot touch the light that surrounds you. You are enveloped in the radiant shield of the holy fire, and anything that tries to pierce it gets incinerated and returned to the void from whence it came. I told you they had an emergency meeting in the underworld, didn't I? But let me give you the detail you need to understand your current power level. They tried to schedule a comprehensive strategy session against you, to allocate resources, to assign specific demonic forces to specific areas of your life, your health, your finances, your relationships. They set the date, they prepared the room, but the meeting was canceled. It was canceled. It was canceled. Why? Because the moment your name, your specific designation, the title of the chosen one was spoken aloud in that foul council chamber, a searing, blinding, unbearable white light erupted from the heavens and pierced the floor of the inferno. Every single entity, every demon, every dark principalities had to scatter, shrieking and burning because they absolutely cannot look upon the concentrated favor that rests upon your shoulders. You are too much for them. You are the chosen one. You are the undeniable favorite of God. This is your coronation moment. This is your elevation. Look at the angels standing guard. They are holding the mantle of divine royalty. Feel the weight of this new authority settling upon you. You have been promoted past the reach of your enemies. You have been promoted past the reach of human manipulation. You are ascending beyond the scope of earthly mediocrity. You are stepping into a sovereign space where your intention is law, and your presence dictates the reality around you. The universe itself bends its spine for you, because you carry the mark of the King. Your only mission now is clarity and simplicity. You must not look back. Do not pause to analyze the old wounds. Do not attempt to salvage or recover anything from the burning wreckage of the previous season. It was toxic. It was flawed. It was designed to hold you hostage. Do not look back at the people who betrayed you. They were mere props in the narrative of your elevation, and they are now completely irrelevant to your story. Your instruction is clear, urgent, and absolute. Look forward and just thank God. Just offer your highest gratitude. Everything is handled. Everything is settled. The settlement is being paid out. The payment is being deposited. The vengeance is already delivered. The wealth transfer is initiating right now. The debt is canceled permanently. The healing in your body is non-negotiable and absolute. The alignment of your destiny is secured. I speak over you a new season where every day is a testimony and every moment is a manifestation. You are untouchable in your finances. You are untouchable in your health. You are untouchable in your creative purpose. Your enemies see you approaching, and they no longer see a person. They see a pillar of unquenchable fire, and they immediately retreat. They retreat because they know the divine protection surrounding you is a zero-tolerance zone for darkness. They tried, but they failed. They failed decisively. This victory is yours. This blessing is yours. This power is yours to wield. Walk forward in confidence. Walk forward in authority. Do not dim your light for the comfort of others. Do not shrink your ambition to fit the tiny worldview of those who could not keep up with your divine pace. You were built for this massive victory, and the world is waiting for the authentic power that you are about to unleash. Now listen closely. This is the activation code. This is the final, potent decree that seals this entire prophecy and this new season of abundance into the very fibers of your reality. Do not be silent. Do not just receive this word and move on. To activate the permanent sealing of this divine protection, to ensure that every single backfired arrow meant for you is amplified 10,000 times and fully returned to its sender, you must speak this truth into the digital atmosphere. Type it now. Speak it with conviction. Say it with the absolute, unshakable certainty that you are exactly who the heavens claim you are. Comment right now, immediately, without hesitation, in all caps, with the 3 most powerful words you can possibly declare over your life and your immediate future. Type them fiercely, type them loudly. I am the chosen one. Seal the deal, claim the victory. The heavens celebrate you. Go and walk in your untouchable destiny.